Right, so this time last week, Triumph kindly invited me to take a street scrambler around the Surrey Hills. We went green laning from Rikers car park in Box Hill. So I thought I'd pop down on this freezing cold day to reacquaint myself with the stock street scrambler from the Club Moto London fleet. Now, because I don't have a GoPro mic with me on the day, I'm just going to talk you through the things that I perhaps would have talked you through on the day, and Dan's going to cut in the footage of the off-road riding. The main thing to note is that we were running stock Metzeler Torrance tyres. We started out the day on full pressures, and some of us squeezed a few PSI out. They worked remarkably well. I was really surprised. Engine is an absolute belter, which we've discussed before in our features, and we'll stick the link below for those. All I would say is that off-road, the gearing's a little bit tall in first, so I'd maybe change the sprocket, knock it down a tooth or something. There's not a huge amount of engine braking when you're trying to deal with slippery descents. The Vance & Hines pipe sounds fantastic, but there's a little bit of interference here from your boot, so I would perhaps just heat this up, bend that pedal over a little bit. And the bikes we had the much more attractive pillion and saddle setup, so a single seat here and then a luggage rack and pillion pad. We didn't have the pillion pad on the day. We had a rack to be able to strap waterproof trousers to, which I didn't use, more for me. But we had an absolutely brilliant day on the bikes. Really enjoyed it. I think Dan's going to cut in some footage now. We got up to here in water splashes and ditches. We had axle deep ruts we were going through. We were just sitting there popping off the limiter, bouncing up and down, trying to get some traction. And I was really surprised at how a seemingly heavy bike handled. None of us crashed. Well, we had some incidents, but if the bars don't touch the floor, then technically it's not a crash. And yeah, a whole day green laning and then riding between on normal roads, pub lunch and then a bit more. It was absolutely fantastic. And the Scrambler name has been banded around over the last few years by custom builders and then manufacturers as they've jumped on the bandwagon. But this is a genuinely honest bike that I'd be more than happy to go on a tour, strap a bit of Krieger luggage to the back, take off road. Okay, we don't live in Utah or the Outer Hebrides or something, but for southeast of England, I think absolutely fine. Triumph is setting up an off-road centre in Wales, and they're going to have a couple of the street scramblers on their fleet there. And I, for one, hands up for heading over there for the weekend and ragging some of these off-road again. Maybe some knobblies wouldn't be a bad thing to fit for that sort of experience, but yeah, really good bike, and I look forward to swapping out my street twin and trying to get myself one of these.